Hi, my friends, it's Alyssa. I am here with another reading for you all today. I hope everybody has been doing well. It is September. It is almost fall. We are moving into my favorite time of year. I just had a birthday last weekend. The weather is finally cooling off, and I have just really been feeling in my element. So I'm hoping to get a few readings recorded for you guys this weekend. So if you have any suggestions or requests for readings that you would like to see, please do let me know in the comments and I will put it on my list and I might get it done this weekend. But today, we are asking, who is your future partner or your future spouse? This is not necessarily going to be the next person who comes towards you romantically, but this will be the person that you are going to spend a significant part of your life with, okay? We are going to look into what their personality is like, how you might meet them, what your relationship with them will be like, and also a little bit of their physical appearance as well. I did a version of this reading back in like 2019, I think, which was very well received. A lot of people really liked it. So I thought I would do an updated version for you guys, especially because a lot of my recent viewers are new people who maybe haven't seen that video. So we have 4 groups here to choose from. I've got 2 oracle cards for each group right now. 1, 2, 3, and 4. The timestamps for each group will be in the description, as always. Also, if you are interested in getting a personal reading with me, the link to my Etsy store will be down there as well, so you can check that out. Also, while you guys are making your choices, I just wanted to talk really quickly about channel memberships. I am really thinking about launching memberships for this channel. I have some ideas for like perks and stuff. I'm thinking about doing like 3 levels or 3 membership tiers. Level 1 being like early access to videos and shout outs at the end of every video. Level 2 including exclusive videos and also like polls so that you guys can choose the topic of the members only videos, like and I was thinking about doing maybe like 1 or 2 of those per month in addition to my regular videos. And then for level 3, I was thinking about doing members only live streams where you guys can ask questions and I will do like quick 1 or 2 card readings for you, like 1 or 2 times a month or something like that. So yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that. Is any of that stuff like something you'd be interested in? Or if you have other ideas for perks that you think would be cool, let me know. I'm just kind of, I've just been considering it, kind of kicking around ideas in my head. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on that and if that's something that you guys would be interested in. I'm also considering like doing maybe like vlogs occasionally as, part of the members only videos and stuff. So yeah, that's that's just something I've been thinking about. I don't think there was anything else I wanted to talk about today. So, if you still need a few moments to make your choice, you can pause the video, but we are going to go ahead and get started now with group number 1. So, let's see, group 1, let's find out who your future spouse is. So let's look at your oracle cards first. We have miracles and blessings. Everything has its gift. And we have forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. All right. So those are your oracle cards, group 1. Let's see. Which deck do I want to use for you guys? All right, I think I'm gonna do the Modern Spellcasters Tarot for you guys, group 1. So let's find out who your future partner is, who your future spouse is. All right, we've got the High Priestess coming out first of all. I'm sorry if you can hear people like in the background. We've got the Queen of Cups. My husband is like on the game with some of his friends, and they get kind of rowdy sometimes, so sorry if you can hear people talking. Okay, group 1, who is your future partner? The Hierophant, the Fool, the 5 of Cups, whoa, 7 of Cups, Queen of Swords. Let me get a couple more. This is like really crooked. My goodness. Okay. Who is group 1's future partner? Oops. We've got Strength, and we get one more. Whoa. Okay, we've got 2 more. We've got 3 of Pentacles and the 8 of Cups. And on the bottom of your deck, group 1, we have the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups really talks about like forward movement in relationships. It can represent a relationship that is moving on to, you know, the next level of commitment, something like that. Also, this card can just represent like an offer or an opportunity coming in relating to love. Or somebody expressing their feelings, opening up to somebody else emotionally, that kind of thing. So, let's see. Group 1, right off the bat, I get the sense that your future partner is somebody that I feel like this is somebody that you have not, more than likely, you have not met yet, okay? Although for some of you, it is possible that this person, well, so if this is somebody that you've already met, this is somebody that I feel you don't have much of a relationship with at this point in time. This is maybe somebody from your past, if you've already met this person. But I feel for the majority of you, this is not anybody that you have met just yet. It seems to me, group 1, like this person is, first of all, I get a lot of like earthy energy coming through here. We've got we've got a few Pentacles cards, and also the Hierophant, which is Taurus. We've also got a good bit of water energy coming through here as well. So earth sign, water sign could be prominent in this person's charts. I'm feeling like whoever this is, it's somebody, I feel like this person is going to challenge you, group 1. I feel like your relationship with this person may not necessarily start off super super smoothly. Things could be a bit rocky at first with this person, because we've got the 8 of Cups here, which talks about like letting go. It talks about moving on. There is often a sense of sadness with this card. We see it a lot in situations where somebody doesn't necessarily want to let go of something, but it may be necessary for whatever reason. We've also got the 4 of Cups here, which relates a lot to defeat, disappointment. It can also represent boredom or apathy, or just having like a pessimistic attitude about things. We also have the Five of Cups, which is a card of grief and loss, and there's a real sense of sadness with this card as well. We have, let's see, we've got the High Priestess here as well, and the High Priestess is very much associated with like wisdom and spirituality and like the unknown. There's just kind of a sense of mystery to her. And sometimes when we see the High Priestess, she can represent that, you know, something is being hidden from us, or that there's something that we need to look more deeply into. We've also got the Queen of Cups, which is a very like very loving, very affectionate kind of energy. She is a very nurturing, very caring sort of figure. The Hierophant, this is stability. This is like tradition, convention. The Hierophant can sometimes be seen as a husband or father figure. He's like a teacher, a mentor, a provider. We also have the Empress, which is very similar to the Queen of Cups. This is another very maternal, very loving sort of figure. She also relates to creativity and the making of new things. The Fool down here, this is about new beginnings. This is about taking risks, embracing the unknown, embracing change. The Seven of Pentacles is a card of long-term investments. It can represent having to wait for something, having to wait to like see the payoff, or reap the rewards of your hard work. The Queen of Swords is sometimes like a very harsh, cutting kind of energy. She's a very like no nonsense sort of individual. This is communication, clarity, insight, and also logic. Very, very rational. And then the Three of Pentacles talks about like cooperation and teamwork and just like people kind of coming together to build something up. Okay, so those are all of the cards that came out here. Like I mentioned already, group one, I feel that this person could challenge you in different ways, because first of all, I feel like initially this is somebody who may be a little bit difficult to get to know just in the first place. This could be somebody who is kind of reserved or just kind of hesitant about opening up to other people. And I get that impression from the High Priestess here because, like I said, there is this sense of like mystery with the High Priestess. And also the Four of Cups being here gives me the sense that you know, this person could initially be a little bit closed off to like really like letting somebody in. Okay, kind of emotionally closed off. The Queen of Swords kind of ties in with that idea as well. But that's not, even though this person may come across as kind of like uninterested or closed off, I feel that that's not the reality of who this person is. I feel like deep down, this is somebody who is very loving, who's very affectionate, who has a lot of love to give. But for whatever reason, they may just be, you know, it may just take time for this person to really come out of their shell or to just really open up to you. It's possible that you will meet this person through work, either like working together, or you could meet in some way like through their work or through your work, you know, not necessarily like being co-workers, if you know what I'm saying, but just connecting with each other in some way as a result of your respective jobs or something like that. It seems to me like this is somebody that you probably, it's like you're going to meet this person and things are not gonna progress very quickly. I feel like there's going to be a period of time where you are aware of each other, you're maybe seeing each other, but nothing's really happening, which would kind of make sense for like a work relationship, or just, it just seems to me like you're going to spend a pretty significant amount of time first as just acquaintances or something like that, where you guys are occasionally seeing each other or occasionally crossing paths, but not really having an opportunity to truly like talk to each other or spend time together. It just feels like things could be quite slow initially. I mentioned at the beginning of this that it seems like a lot of you maybe haven't met this person yet. Some of you, I feel like you have, but you might currently be in that state of, just kind of crossing paths in, that state of like acquaintances, where you're aware of each other, but like I said, nothing's really happening. There's not a lot of opportunities presenting themselves where you can like really, get to know this person better or anything like that. So I do sense some like frustration coming through here because of this period of delays. It's like a real lack of movement for a fairly significant period of time, I think. You could know this person for, I mean, you could know each other for months before anything actually happens between the two of you, okay? And this Seven of Pentacles here is sort of tying in with that as well, because, like I said, this is about long-term investments. It's about patience. It's about a need to wait for something to happen, a need to, wait to see the results of your efforts. So, you might find yourself immediately being interested in this person, immediately being attracted to them, and, kind of maybe giving this person hints that you're interested, or trying to like arrange meetings, so to speak, like maybe trying to how do I want to say this? You may find yourself creating situations where the two of you are crossing paths, or you may go places where, this person frequents, or going to places where you will see this person in an attempt to like talk to them, or, get them to notice you or something like that. Or it could be vice versa, it could be the other person might be trying to do things like that with you, trying to create meetings between the two of you, or something like that. This energy could go either way. I feel like this is somebody who will come off as being sort of disinterested, perhaps. You may question whether this individual is genuinely interested in you in return at times, because it just seems like they are guarded. It seems like they are so just cautious, I guess, about their, sharing their feelings or opening up emotionally, being vulnerable in that way. And it could be the result of things that have happened to them in their past. There could be, some heartache even between the two of you, because this person is so guarded, so cautious, because this person is so hesitant to let you in. It's possible that they have had their heart broken. It's even possible that this person has lost like a spouse or a partner, that they have been widowed, or something like that. But just because they come across as, being sort of closed off, it doesn't mean that they don't have love to give, because I feel like they really do. I feel like this person loves very deeply, and that could be part of the reason why they are so guarded, because, they don't want to let just anybody in. This is someone I feel who, when they open up, when they let somebody into their life, like, they become so devoted to that person. Like, this is somebody who, like I said, loves very, very deeply. They care a lot about people. They are very affectionate, caring, nurturing. Like, this is somebody who wants to see the best in others. When they start to give themselves to someone, they give it their all. Okay. And yeah, I feel like that's probably part of the reason why they are cautious, because, they don't want to just throw themselves wholly into a relationship with just anybody, because it seems like maybe, they've been burned before. They've given themselves to somebody who wasn't as invested as they were, somebody who, took them for granted or something like that. I feel that this is a very family-oriented person, that this is somebody who probably is going to want to have children, or maybe already has children in some instances, or just like, just their family is just very important to them, and being at home, and like, just all of those little, like, everyday domestic, like, interactions, I feel, mean a lot to this person. So, this would be somebody who would be really into, like, working around the house with you, or just like doing errands with you, um spending time, at home, hanging out, watching movies, like kind of a homebody sort of person. Not to say that they don't occasionally enjoy going out and, having an adventure or trying something new, because I think they do, but they are, I feel, more inclined to, want to stay home and just be, in their space where they feel most comfortable. And this would be somebody who would really be invested in establishing a home with you where both of you feel comfortable, a space that belongs to both of you. Once things start to really progress between the two of you, because I said already, I feel that things could move very slowly at first, but I think if you are persistent, or if you, maybe persistent's not the right word, I feel like if you're patient with this person, then your patience will definitely pay off. It's just gonna take time, I think, to really get into this person's life, in any kind of meaningful way. I do get the impression as well that this person could be, well, I think I may have mentioned this already, but this could be somebody who has experienced a lot of pain in their life, a lot of suffering, a lot of grief, and it may be something that they are not generally really inclined to talk about or open up about. I feel like as your relationship with them progresses, you will slowly begin to learn more and more about their past. Kind of like little breadcrumbs, like little bits of information, being left, like, as time goes on, they throw out another little piece of info about themselves or about their past specifically that you didn't know before. Or that they've never spoken about before. And as time goes on, you'll be able to start really putting the pieces together, because I feel like this is a very complex person. This is somebody who has a lot of depth to them, and a lot of just very much multifaceted. This is someone who's experienced a lot of pain and a lot of grief, And as a result of that, they come across as kind of cold or guarded or even, even like unfriendly in some cases. But the reality is that, that's just kind of a facade that they have. The reality is that they're full of love, and they're soft, and they're gentle, and they're affectionate and nurturing and all of those things. But I feel like, that side of them could be surprising to some people, just because of the way that they tend to present themselves. There is definitely like a feminine kind of energy coming through here with the Empress, the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Cups, the High Priestess. That doesn't necessarily mean that this is a woman. Okay, this is this is just energy, right? But regardless of this person's gender, it's, I mean, I think it still applies. Like, this person comes off a certain way. The reality is that they're extremely loving and nurturing and affectionate, and they could be male or female. And if this is, a man, then that could be, even more surprising to some people. Just like the depth that they have, or the depth that he has. As far as like physicality, I'm seeing someone who, I'm seeing a person who is just very like stoic, someone who maybe doesn't smile a lot in their day-to-day life, somebody who just has a tendency to look very serious. Okay, I feel for the majority of you, this person is probably going to be more on the taller side, at least taller than you, perhaps, or most likely. Not like super built necessarily, but very strong, just like very physically strong. I'm seeing like lighter colored eyes, like blue or green or gray eyes for the majority of you. I don't like to dwell too much on the physical appearance, just because physical appearance is changeable, right? But those are some of the physical qualities that I'm seeing. See, group one, I feel like this person is going to, once they let you in, they're going to be so invested in your relationship. They're going to be so invested in like working with you to build the life that you guys want. I feel like they will be very supportive of things that you want to do. If you want to go back to school, or you want to change careers, or anything, you want to write a book, I feel like this person is going to be very supportive of every endeavor that you set out to pursue. Because this person is going to really genuinely believe in you. They are going to be your number one cheerleader. Okay. And again, it could be kind of surprising when you see this side of them, because they are so stoic. They are so standoffish in their, just day to day towards people that they don't really know. But once you get to know them, it's like, it's like, the butterfly emerging from its cocoon. It's like, oh my God, like where was this beautiful creature before? You know what I'm saying? Like, it was always in there, it was just hidden. So I feel like this is somebody who is going to frequently surprise you in good ways. Okay, like I said, very family oriented, very dedicated. Like when this person decides they're going to do something, or when they decide that, when they apply themselves to something, like it's, they're serious about it. They're going to see it through to the end. I feel like that's the type of person that this is. One thing that I can't really get over here is just this incredible balance of the masculine and feminine energies within this person. So like I said, gender is irrelevant here. It could be, this could be anybody, but it's the balance of the masculine and the feminine within this individual that is so, it's like they have the best of both aspects. They have the strength, they have the dedication, they have the power, the authority, the ability to like protect and all of that, but they also have the love, the compassion, the empathy, the nurturing, that stuff too. And I feel that they are very gentle with those they love. This person is, I think, extremely kind and gentle and compassionate towards others, especially people they care about. I feel like they probably care about most people to to an extent. Like if they saw someone on the street who needed help, they would help, right? I feel like this is that type of person. But they are especially devoted to, their loved ones. But I feel like they do just have a lot of compassion towards people in general, and I feel like, generally speaking, it's like they are cautious, but at the same time, it's like they want to see the best in people, or they want to give people the benefit of a doubt. I guess in a way where, their feelings are not at risk in any way. They never want to assume that people are bad, but maybe because of their experiences, they have a tendency to do that just automatically. Or a tendency to at least be careful, to be guarded, okay? Okay. So group 1, that is what I'm seeing for you guys. That's what I'm seeing for your future partner, your future spouse. As far as when you will meet this person, it's hard to say with this being a general reading. I feel for the majority of you, this is probably going to be, well, it's hard to say, especially because of the waiting period that I was talking about at the beginning of this, where it looks like, a lot of you could know this person for several months before anything actually happens between the two of you. So as far as like when you and this person will actually come together and have the opportunity to like take your relationship, further, or to truly begin your relationship, I guess I should say, it feels like it's probably at least a year down the road for the majority of you. You may meet this person, before then, or you may even know this person now, but again, things just haven't really had a chance to progress yet. So yeah, group 1, I think I'm gonna leave that there. That is what I'm seeing for you guys. I hope this was interesting. I hope that this reading resonated with you. Thank you so much for joining me today, group 1. Please leave me a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already and you would like to. I always enjoy hearing what you guys have to say, reading your comments, all of that. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope I see you next time, guys. Bye. If you chose group 2, let's find out who your future partner is. So your first oracle card is Be Willing to Express Love. Express love to receive love. And you have Sexual Union. Honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. Okay, interesting. So, group 2, let's see, what deck do I want to use for you guys? All right, I'm gonna use the Tarot of Sexual Magic for you guys, mostly because of this Oracle card here. I'm feeling like this is maybe kind of the vibe for this connection, group 2. All right, so who is group 2's future partner? We have the Lovers coming out right away. Lovers is unity and partnerships. It is balance. It is alignment. Who is group 2's future partner? Okay, we have the Tower and we have the Ace of Cups. The Tower is some kind of significant like shakeup or unexpected change, something that kind of leaves you like picking up the pieces. And then the Ace of Cups, this is new beginnings, especially in the realm of love or relationships. It can represent meeting somebody new, a new, relationship coming towards you, a new opportunity, that kind of thing. Let's see what else wants to come out here. Whoa, we've got the Emperor. The Emperor is the divine masculine energy. This is stability. This is authority, control. He's also like a husband or a father figure. He's a protector, a provider, that sort of thing. We also have the King of Pentacles here, which is kind of a similar energy to the Emperor. Again, this tends to be sort of a family-oriented figure. He also represents stability and abundance. Safety, etc. Let's see what else. Who is group 2's future partner? Okay, we have the Star. So the Star is hope for the future. It is optimism. It is renewal. We also have the Empress. So the Empress, of course, is the Emperor's counterpart. She is the divine feminine. She is often seen as a maternal figure. She's empathy, compassion, creativity, very nurturing, very caring. We also have the Four of Cups showing up here, which is a lot of times associated with like defeat or disappointment, boredom, apathy, or it can also just represent like a pessimistic attitude, disinterest, that sort of thing. And on the bottom of the deck for you guys, group 2, we have the Seven of Pentacles. So the Seven of Pentacles a lot of times talks about long-term investments, having to wait for something, like a need for patience, especially having to wait to like see the payoff of your hard work, of your efforts. So those are the cards that we have group 2. As far as who your future partner is, first of all, there is definitely a lot of like sexual energy coming through here, a lot of physical chemistry at play in this relationship. I feel, with this Oracle card being here and then, feeling led to use this particular deck. We've also got Be Willing to Express Love over there, which to me is kind of about like embracing our feelings, our romantic feelings, also our sexual feelings, all of those kinds of energies, being willing to embrace those sorts of energies and express them to our partners. So there is, that kind of aspect coming through here quite strongly. I feel like a big part of your relationship with your future partner is going to be physical. Not to say that that's going to be, the only, the only part of this relationship or the most important or anything like that. But I feel like it seems to me like for a lot of you who chose this group, maybe, how do I want to say this? It feels like maybe a lot of you have had some maybe like not a lot of chemistry with your previous partners, or like some of you are just kind of hesitant when it comes to your own sexuality, or maybe some of you even have some sort of trauma pertaining to that in your past. It just feels like a lot of you maybe have had trouble or have trouble like really connecting to that side of yourselves, or something like that. And if that is the case, then I feel like your future partner is somebody who is going to really help you to embrace that side of yourself and like really start to enjoy it, and like that's going to be a big way that the two of you connect with each other. Or, or it could simply be that, your sexual connection with this person is going to be vastly vastly improved from what you've experienced with previous partners. It could be as simple as that, but I definitely feel like that's going to be a big way that you guys connect with one another and express your love for each other. But by no means is that going to be the extent of your relationship or anything like that. I feel like this person is going to come into your life as sort of I feel like it's going to be sort of a tower situation where this person is going to just kind of show up into your life and completely like rock the boat. Like this person is going to come in and shake things up, and you're not going to expect it. You may be like, you may be in a position where you are not really pursuing relationships, where maybe you're not even super interested in a relationship. Some of you could technically already be in a relationship when you first meet this person, and they are just going to come in and totally turn things upside down for you. And I just feel like this person's going to kind of force you in a way to get outside of your comfort zone and like maybe make some decisions that you don't necessarily want to make, or like some decisions that you've maybe been putting off making, if that makes sense. Some of you, I feel, when you meet this person, you could already be in another relationship, but it could be a situation where you're not particularly happy with that person, but you're just kind of comfortable in the relationship. And meeting this person could force you to have to finally make a choice and say, okay, I'm not really happy here, I'm gonna move on, or something like that. Kind of like forcing you to rip off the band-aid, so to speak. This is a general reading, so just take what applies to you, take what feels right, and leave the rest behind. But that's kind of the impression that I get here. Something about your meeting with this person is going to force you out of your comfort zone. It's going to force you to make some decisions about your life that you've been putting off for whatever reason. I feel like when you meet, it's going to be intense. I feel like it's going to be unlike anything you've experienced before, group 2. Like, you are immediately gonna feel connected to this individual. You are immediately going to feel like it's gonna be one of those situations where you're like, where have you been all my life? It's gonna feel as though you've known each other for a long time. It's gonna feel like I'm let's see, how do I want to say this? I see you like asking each other, are we the same person? or something like that. Like, as far as your interests are concerned, I feel like you have many of the same interests or similar interests. You have very similar goals in life. You have very similar priorities. So many ways in which you two are in alignment with each other, okay? And these things are going to be immediately apparent when you meet and when you start to communicate with each other. I'm not really getting any particular way that you were going to meet this person. I feel like it really could vary, for all of you. Some of you, this could be somebody that you meet online, who just maybe messages you out of the blue one day. Somebody that maybe you have like mutual friends or something, and they just one day randomly send you a message like, hey, do we know each other? Or like, have we met before? Or something like that. And you're gonna say, no, I don't think so. But it kind of feels like we have it, like, one of those types of situations. For others of you, you could meet through actual like mutual friends or something like that, mutual acquaintances. But it's like, it just feels like they are going to come in like, I'm hearing the saying like a bull in a china shop, like the way the intensity in which this person's going to come into your life, the intensity they're going to bring into your life, the ways in which they will shake your life up. Okay. And we have these two partners, these two counterparts here, the Emperor and the Empress. And I feel like this is definitely emphasizing that idea of like the two of you really being in alignment with each other. Things could move very, very quickly when you meet this person. Like, you could meet each other and start talking, and within a few months, you could be engaged or you could be living together, that kind of thing. It just seems like things are going to happen very rapidly, and that may not be the norm for you. You might be somebody who normally likes to take things more slowly, but I feel like in this instance, it's just going to feel right. It's going to be one of those things where it's like, I've never felt this way before. I feel like this is the one. I'm just going to go for it. We're going to take the leap, I feel as though this is somebody who is very much interested in being a provider for you. This is somebody who probably works very hard typically, or for the most part, they work very hard. They are very much self-reliant. They like taking care of their loved ones, I feel, and they're going to be very interested in taking care of you. It could be that, they are going to want you to like stay home, or that they're going to say, you don't have to work. I can take care of all of that stuff. And, whether you do or don't want to, you know, stay home or whatever, that's up to you. But I feel like that could be an option for you with this person. Like, if you wanted to quit your job and just, focus on other things, like maybe creative endeavors or starting your own business or something like that, I feel like that would be an option with this person. I feel like they would be very much open to the idea of like financially being the breadwinner, taking care of you in that kind of way. It seems to me like this is somebody who has a lot of big plans. This could be someone who is very, very much like an idealist. Like, they have big dreams, big ambitions, and they maybe haven't been able to accomplish everything that they want in their life, but they're very confident about their ability to do so in the future. Or, they're very much like, someday I'm going to do this. Someday I'm going to, and I feel like some of their goals are, pretty lofty. Someday I'm going to like hike the whole Appalachian Trail, or I'm going to be a millionaire, or, like just very, it just seems like this person is very adventurous for the most part, and very much into getting outside of their comfort zone, trying new things, having new experiences. This could be someone who likes to try lots of like new foods, like weird foods even, just doing things that are novel, that are unique, having interesting experiences. I feel like, being able to, I feel like trying things and like having a story to tell later on is kind of important for them. Like they really enjoy that. They enjoy having experiences, doing things that will make a good story in the future. You know what I'm saying? Um, and this could be somebody who has a lot of stories even now, that they've done a lot of things in their life. They've had a lot of interesting experiences, not necessarily good experiences, all of them, but they have a lot of stories to tell. Um they have a unique perspective, right? And then they enjoy um giving other people their perspective, telling other people about the things they've been through, the things they've seen, the things they've done, all of that. Um, I'm getting, as far as like a physical appearance goes, I'm getting more of a, like as far as their body type, more of a like lean kind of physique, more slender. I feel maybe a bit lanky, probably a lighter skin tone for the majority of you, but like darker hair color. Um, let's see. I don't like to dwell too much on the physical characteristics because, they are changeable, right? But that's just kind of what I'm seeing as far as their appearance goes. I feel for the majority of you, this person is probably like more of a blue collar worker, or their job is in some way like more physical. um they could be they could work in some sort of trade or something. And even though there's a lot of intensity here, even though things could move very quickly between the two of you, I feel like at the end of the day, this is somebody that you can feel very comfortable with. You can feel safe with this person. You can feel at peace with this person. Like you guys are going to be able to build a solid, stable, home life together, or environment. Like this is somebody that you can confide in when you need to talk about something, or when something is bothering you. They're willing to listen, right? They're willing to hear what you have to say and offer solutions if that's what you want, or just just be an ear that you can vent to if that's all you want to do. I feel like this is somebody who is very much gonna want to, like, I feel like they are gonna be so invested in just making you happy. Like this, it feels like this person maybe has a tendency to be a people pleaser, at least when it comes to you, okay? They just really desperately want to please you in whatever ways they can, in whatever ways you want them to. Take that how you will. As far as, I think I mentioned this already, but I feel most of you probably have not met this person yet. And as far as when you might meet them, I would say, just estimating, based on like this collective energy here, I would say probably within the next 2 years. It doesn't feel like this is like super close at hand, but not super far away either. So I feel like for the vast majority of you, within the next year or two, I feel like that's kind of when this person's going to come in. And again, things are probably going to move quickly. So, you might meet each other and then be married or be committed within a year of meeting each other, okay? It just seems like that's going to be the kind of energy that this connection has. Definitely kind of a whirlwind romance, but I feel like things will, as time goes on, things will stabilize. So it's not always going to be like super intense, super quick moving. It will be at first, but eventually I feel like things are going to kind of even out, stabilize, and slow down. but it's not going to be a bad thing. I feel that when that happens, it's going to happen, you know, just kind of naturally. Like you guys are going to fall into, you know, your own routine together, into your own, you know, your way of living and just being together. And I do feel that you may travel a lot with this person, or just, you know, try new things. You might go bungee jumping, or, you know, do things that maybe you've never really seen yourself doing before, but you're going to try it because this person is all about, you know, doing new stuff and having new experiences and getting out of your comfort zone, right? So, yeah, group 2, that's what I'm seeing for you guys. I think I'm gonna leave that there. Those are really all the messages that I'm getting for you right now. And I don't want this reading to be super, super long. So yeah, I hope that this was interesting. I hope this resonated with you. If you enjoyed, I would really appreciate a like, a comment, subscribe if you haven't already and you would like to. You can check out my links down below. My Etsy store is linked down there if you're interested in getting a private reading with me. Yeah, thanks so much for joining me today, guys. I hope I see you next time. Bye. Okay, group 3. Let's find out who your future partner is. So the first card that we have here is healing. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed at this very moment. And then your other oracle card is rest and relaxation is essential. We all have a fundamental need to take a break. So these two cards, this is kind of interesting. These two cards seem to be going together. They're both kind of talking about like renewal or rejuvenation, right? So, let's see. What deck do I want to use for you guys? I'm going to use the Modern Witch Tarot for you guys, group 3. So let's find out who your future partner is. Who is group 3's future partner? We have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is all about creativity and passion and enthusiasm. The Wheel of Fortune. This is change. This is cycles. We've got the Fool here. New beginnings, taking risks, embracing change, embracing the unknown. We have the Six of Wands. This is victory, success, recognition of our accomplishments, that kind of thing. We've got the Nine of Cups. This is like emotional fulfillment or satisfaction. It can represent wish fulfillment as well. Let's see. Six of Cups. The Six of Cups a lot of times relates to childhood or youthfulness or nostalgia, like the past. Sometimes it can represent something from your past returning to you or going back to something from your past. Let's see. We have the Moon. The Moon, it talks about the unknown, okay? Secrets, illusions, confusion sometimes. Oh, gosh. Whoa, that's too many cards. Sorry, guys. Let me get one more. Okay. We have the Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles is a very like maternal, very nurturing figure. She talks about abundance and prosperity and success. On the bottom of your deck, group 3, we have the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is about like achievement, accomplishing a goal, especially like completing something or finishing something that has really been weighing on you in some way, that's really been like a burden to you. Or sometimes this card can also be about like letting go of some heavy like responsibility or obligation, something like that. Group 3, I feel like your future partner is... This is kind of interesting because I honestly get the impression that for a lot of you, you might already know this person. They could be in your life already. Maybe not, maybe not necessarily as a romantic partner. You might not technically be with this person, but I feel like you've maybe met this person or you know this person already. And I feel like this is someone who is going to play a big role in helping you to heal or move on from something that has been very painful or difficult for you. It's possible, group three, that for a lot of you, this could be somebody that you have known for a long time. This could be like an old friend or someone from your childhood, even somebody from your past that maybe you have been out of touch with for a while, or maybe you've just always seen this person as more of a friend, but as time goes on, your perception of them is going to change. And I feel like at some point there's going to be a shift. There's going to be a significant shift in the way that you see this person, in the way that you perceive them and the role that they play in your life. It's like, okay, so let me talk a little bit about just like who this person is, what I'm seeing here. The first thing that's coming through is that this is somebody who I feel for the most part is very successful. I feel like this is somebody who has achieved a lot in their life. Someone who's probably very well educated, someone who probably has a good job, good financial situation for the most part. They could be very well respected in their career field or just in, the area that they live. A lot of people seem to think pretty highly of this person, and a lot of people see this person as being very successful, very accomplished. And this person is largely admired, I feel like. They've done a lot of things that they always wanted to do. But there's a few things that they still haven't been able to achieve because it's related to, family, it's related to marriage, and they feel as though they just haven't met the right person to pursue those things with. I feel like for a lot of you, this is somebody who like professionally, as far as their career goes, this is someone who either like works, this is like, it's like they're some type of business person, they work in like a corporate environment, or or possibly like higher education or something like that. They could be a professor or a teacher, or like finance or something. It definitely feels like some type of like more like white collar kind of career path that this person is on. I feel like for a lot of you, this is somebody who more than likely is very well educated. They could have even like multiple, college degrees, a lot of certifications, things like that. They're just they're very smart. This person's very smart. At least, in their field, they have a lot of insight and knowledge about things. Like, they don't have a big head, right? They're, in spite of all their accomplishments, they are still very grounded, I feel. They're still very, level-headed. They're still very humble for the most part. They don't think that they're better than anybody else. And like I said, I get the impression that a lot of you already know this person, or you have known this person. It could be someone from your past, it could be someone from your childhood even, that you just never really saw as like a possible partner. Like, you never really saw them as like romantically. You never really saw them as somebody that you were attracted to in that way. But I feel like something's going to happen. There's going to be some sort of shift or some sort of change in your life that's going to prompt you to see them in a new light, and to start seeing them as like, I want to say as they truly are, because I feel like for a lot of you, your perception of them is sort of clouded by the past. Like, say, for example, if this is somebody that you knew in childhood, maybe you still kind of see them as that kid that you used to know. But eventually, as time goes on, you're going to start being able to see them not as the child that you used to know, but as the, you know, the adult, the successful professional that they are now in this moment. Does that make sense? And I'm not totally sure what exactly is going to prompt this shift for you, group 3, but I feel for a lot of you, it's very possible that this person could help you overcome something difficult that you're going to experience or that you have already experienced that maybe you haven't yet gotten past for whatever reason. Specifically, you know, it could be a breakup. Maybe you guys have broken up with someone, or you are, you know, going to go through difficult times in a relationship, and you know, it's possible somebody may break your heart, or somebody already has, and this person is going to come in. Maybe you're going to reconnect, and this person is going to come in and help you to, you know, heal from that experience. And through that process, you know, that's when you're going to start seeing them in this new way and start looking at them like, huh, like I never noticed how beautiful you are, or how handsome you are, or, you know, I never realized how attractive you are, or, you know, how husband or wife material you are. That kind of thing. And it's gonna be like a light bulb is gonna go off in your head, and it's gonna be like, oh my gosh, like why am I just now seeing this? Why am I just now truly seeing you? Like that kind of thing. And I feel, as far as physicality goes, I feel like this person, for the majority of you, is probably not, you know, not super tall, maybe around the same height as you, or maybe just a little bit taller. I'm getting probably like a darker complexion. I'm getting I'm getting like darker hair and darker eye color for most of you as well. Brown eyes, hazel eyes, and brown or black hair. And I'm also getting like some of you, this person could be like Italian descent, or like Greek, or something like that. That's that's just, you know, that's just gonna be for some of you, but yeah, this is, I don't like to dwell too much on like the physical aspects or anything like that, because those things are kind of changeable, and with this being a general reading, you know, it's going to be different for everybody, obviously. But that's just kind of the general impression that I get of like what they look like. As far as their personality is concerned, I feel like they are, So while they are highly successful and very smart, very educated, I feel like this person also has some very childlike qualities. And that's not to say that they are immature exactly, or that they're childish, but that they just like, I feel like they are kind of easily impressed maybe, or like they just have this real sense of like wonder about the world, like things like things that a lot of people don't find to be very impressive, they get excited about, like the sunset. They're one of those people that loves just like looking at the sunset, and like every sunset is like an event for them. It's like, it's beautiful, it's noteworthy, like that kind of thing. Or this is the type of person who actually like will stop and smell the flowers, like stuff like that, like just little things they notice, they enjoy, right? They're not hard to please. I feel like this person is really not hard to please. If anybody who makes any kind of effort towards them, they notice and they appreciate. um you know as far as your relationship goes, like you're never going to have to make any huge gestures towards this person in order for them to feel appreciated or loved or anything like that, because as long as you are, being mindful of them, and telling them that you love them, and stuff like that, I feel like they're always going to know. um you don't need to get them any big impressive gifts or anything. You don't need to go all out, you don't need to do anything extravagant. They're just going to know how you feel. And they're going to be impressed with anything that you do for them, anything that you give to them, anything. This person has kind of like a golden retriever sort of energy to them, I feel like. Just, very loyal, very, very much in a good mood, like almost all the time. And they may be interested in things that are perhaps a bit more, I don't know. I want to say like the simpler things in life, like even though it's kind of funny, because I feel like even though this person is very accomplished, um they don't, they are still very much down to earth. Like they enjoy things that are probably not real sophisticated. Like as far as their food tastes go, they probably prefer simpler kinds of foods. They're not the type of person that is likely to seek out, anything real complex as far as foods go. They have kind of a simple palate, perhaps. Their interests are just kind of typical, I guess. They may be very interested in like outdoorsy stuff, working on things like cars, maybe, or something like that. Um, Video games, just like their tastes, I just feel are not real sophisticated, which for some could be a little bit surprising, just because of how successful they are, and the kinds of things that they maybe have to do professionally. They may, maybe they travel a lot, or um, they have a job where they have like some level of like security clearance or something like that, but when they go home, they enjoy like rolling up their sleeves and getting dirty, working on a car, or gardening, or something like that. Just I feel like the things they enjoy doing are generally just like very earthy, like very tangible. Do you know what I'm saying? Um, and very much kind of contrasting with the types of things that they have to do, or that they do professionally, if that makes sense. And as far as how your relationship with this person is going to be, you know, I feel I feel like if you wanted to, they would not be opposed to, you know, them like being the breadwinner, like if that's how you wanted it to be. But also if you wanted to, you know, if you are someone who's very successful, if you are somebody with a really good job who makes a lot of money, at the same time, they would not be, you know, they would not feel threatened by that at all. Whatever you do or whatever you want to do, however you want to spend your time, it's like they're fine with it. They're cool with it. If as long as you're happy, like they don't really care. If you want to go work at the gas station or you want to go work for the president, like as long as you're happy, it's all good to them and they're going to be proud of you regardless of what you do. And that kind of, I think, ties in with what I was saying about this person being kind of like easily impressed. Like everything is just amazing to them. Everything is cool to them. Everything, like they can see the beauty, they see the good, they see the positive in pretty much everything. So just a very like optimistic outlook on life, I feel. And you know, that could be for you extremely refreshing, extremely healing to be with somebody who is so, you know, positive, to be with somebody who is always, you know, who always has something positive to say, who's always encouraging, right? That could be a unique experience for you. And therefore, you know, kind of healing. So yeah, group 3, I think I'm gonna leave it there. That's what I'm seeing for you guys as far as who your future spouse is. As far as when you might meet this person or when, you know, things might progress for the two of you, I'm feeling for the majority of you probably within the next 6 months or so. This feels like it's not too far away for most of you. So yeah, I hope this was interesting, group 3. I hope that this gave you, or that this resonated with you, and I hope you enjoyed. Leave me a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already and you would like to. I really appreciate all of your support. I appreciate all of your comments. I always like reading what you guys have to say. Check out my links if you're interested. Let me know about channel memberships if that's something you'd be interested in as well. And yeah, thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I hope I see you next time. Bye! And finally, we have group 4. So group 4, let's find out who your future partner is. All right. So the first card that we have here says, acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times, we must accept things as they are. There is no point trying to change that which is beyond our control. And your other oracle card is practice compassion, see things from a fresh perspective. So these two cards are kind of going together for me, right? They're talking about acceptance. They're talking about learning to be compassionate and empathetic towards other people, even when we don't necessarily understand them or necessarily agree with them. So let's see. I think I'm going to use the Light Seers Tarot for you guys. Who is group 4's future partner? Who is group 4's future partner? Let's see. Can I just get one card at a time, please? All right, we have the Knight of Cups, first of all. We have the 8 of Wands. Whoa. We have the 4 of Swords. The Lovers. Temperance. Oh my gosh. We have the Sun. We have the Magician. Let me get one more. The Ace of Pentacles. Okay, and on the bottom of the deck for you guys, group 4, we have the Six of Swords. So, Six of Swords, first of all, this is a card of forward movement. It talks about conflict resolution and problem solving. Typically we see this representing like people moving forward together, solving problems and moving on from them. Group 4, the very first thing that's coming to me with these cards is that I feel more than likely for you guys, your future partner is somebody that you already know. In fact, this could be somebody that you already have history with, like somebody that you have been with romantically in the past. Because we've got this, you know, we have this energy of like problem solving, resolving issues, right? We also have these two oracle cards here, which, like I said, relate to like acceptance and understanding, you know, seeking understanding with someone. It feels like this is somebody that you have in the past felt very deeply connected to, with the Lovers card being here, because this is like a unity, this is partnerships, this is two people very much being in alignment with each other, and it can also represent like very strong connections, very strong spiritual or emotional attachments between people. I'm also seeing with the Four of Swords here, because this card talks about rest or reflection or taking a break from something, that this could be a connection where you are currently taking a break or things are, you know, on a pause at this point in time. Temperance is sort of tying in with that idea. Temperance relates to patience, balance, moderation. Also, it can represent healing or restoration. So I feel like, yeah, I feel like for the majority of you, your future partner is somebody that you already know, somebody that you maybe have even been with in the past. So it could be an ex, it could be somebody that you connected with that you didn't necessarily get into a relationship with in the past, but that you maybe were interested in. Maybe it was like a situationship kind of thing going on. Some of you even could currently be with this person. Yeah, some of you could actually be with this person now in a relationship, and maybe things just have been kind of rocky in the recent past. I feel like this is someone who loves you very deeply. Like, this is somebody who has put a lot of effort into being a good partner to you and understanding you and learning more about you and your interests. This is someone who, when they met you, they like your connection was unlike anything they'd ever experienced before. It was intense, it was magical, it was beautiful. And there's been a lot of love and a lot of excitement and passion between the two of you. But maybe you've reached a point now where things have kind of fizzled out, or things have just, you know, maybe your circumstances have really weighed very heavily on the relationship. Maybe there's just been a lot of difficult things you guys have been through that have kind of put strain on your relationship, right? And so now maybe you're taking a break, or you're thinking about taking a break, or something like that. Maybe you've actually broken up. but it feels like your relationship was just beginning. Like it really, you guys really didn't get to accomplish all of the things that were possible for you. You guys didn't get to fulfill the potential of your relationship, of your partnership. But I feel like that potential, like I feel like you're going to have another opportunity to fulfill that potential in the future. Because there's so many things that you guys wanted to do together, so many, a life that you wanted to build together that you didn't really get a chance to do. So many things you wanted to manifest that didn't quite happen. But it seems like there will be another chance for you guys to do that, to achieve all the things that you wanted, to create the life that you wanted to have together. Maybe you guys wanted to travel together. Maybe you guys wanted to start a family. Maybe you guys, wanted to buy a home together. Whatever your goals were, whatever your dreams were for the relationship, for the two of you, even if you guys didn't get to achieve them, it's still possible, I feel, in the future for you guys to achieve them, because regardless of whether you have actually broken up or if you're just taking a break or if things have just been really difficult, things will improve. There will be an opportunity for you guys to heal your relationship, I feel, and really come back together and really start fresh. And rediscover the passion, the excitement, the love that you once shared, and magnify that even further. If I want to say, if you, I feel like if this reading is meant for you, then you are going to know, like you are going to know exactly who this is talking about. So this, I feel like this is a bit more specific than the other 3 readings that we did today. So if you are in a position where you're not, like, you don't really have anybody from your past that you've been thinking about, or this isn't really resonating with you, then this is probably not your reading, and you may want to go back and pick a different one, because I feel like the ones that this is meant for will know. And they will know exactly who this is talking about. Your person, I feel, has been through a lot of really difficult stuff in their life. They've been through a lot of trauma, a lot of heartbreak, and they were making a lot of efforts to heal or to move past those issues because of you, because of their relationship with you. And maybe for some of you, like, their past just kind of got caught up to them, or their problems got the better of them. They slipped up in some way. Maybe that's what has led to this tension or this break that's happened. And it seems like they're very remorseful about whatever it is that occurred, and they really just want you to know that they're trying to do better. And I feel like your person is genuinely making the effort to do better. Whether you can see it at this point or not, I feel like they are. They're trying very hard. Because your relationship is not something that they want to give up on. And you might be wondering, like, is this the person that I'm meant to be with? Like, is this my life partner truly? Or did I make a mistake? And I feel like this is. I feel like this is your person. Every relationship is going to have its ups and downs. Every relationship is going to have its challenges. I think maybe because of the trauma or the things that you guys have been through, it may be creating more challenges than perhaps is typical in your relationship. Or maybe, I shouldn't say that, maybe just more challenges than you expected, I guess. And so you're wondering, like, is it supposed to be this hard? Is it, is it supposed to be like this? And I feel it's not that it's necessarily supposed to be hard, but I do feel for a lot of you there is like a karmic aspect to this. There may be, something that you're meant to learn, that both of you are meant to learn from the relationship to help you both to grow and be better versions of yourselves. But sometimes karmic relationships, like once you learn the lesson, you move on. I don't really get that feeling with this. I feel like you guys are meant to learn this lesson and then take your relationship even further, take it even to the next level and the next and the next. I feel like this is somebody that you are meant to grow with long term. And that there will come a time, like you guys have had really your relationship has been really wonderful in the past, and I feel like it will be really wonderful again in the future, and eventually it will be even better than it ever was before. It's just going to take time and patience and effort to get to that point. But your person, the point of this reading is talking about like who your partner is. This person, I feel, loves you so immensely, and they may not always express that very well, but they do. They may be somebody who has a hard time really expressing their feelings or their thoughts about these things. Maybe they were raised to, not be, to keep things to themselves, or they may not be a very sensitive person because of the way that they grew up or something like that. But they do have a lot of depth to them emotionally. I feel like they just don't really show it that much. But they're trying very hard to be who you need them to be. And they want to grow with you. They want to move forward with you. But they understand if you're feeling doubtful about that stuff. I'm not going to talk too much about what this person looks like or what they're interested in or how you meet or anything like that, because like I said, I feel like you already know this person. I feel like you may already even be with this person. And I feel for the majority of you, when this person did come into your life, it was kind of unexpected. Like maybe you weren't looking for a relationship, or maybe when you first met, you didn't really expect the relationship to go in this direction. Maybe there was like distance, like physical distance. Maybe it was a long distance thing and you didn't expect it to work out, or, circumstances, you didn't expect things to work out or whatever. Somehow, some way, it was like this was kind of unexpected, but things just kind of fell into place for the two of you. And you got to a point where you realized, like, I really love this person, or, I think I want to be with this person. So group 4, this reading is kind of turning more into like how they're feeling and, what they want you to know. I hope that's okay. But I guess, I guess if you're just wondering, like, is this who I'm supposed to be with? Is this actually my life partner, or is there somebody else out there for me? I feel like this person we're talking about right now, I feel like this is your life partner. And of course, you have free will. You have the ability to choose whether or not you want to stick around, whether or not you want to continue working on this or whatever. But the future potential of your relationship with this person is just so incredible. Like if you can hang in there and be patient with one another and learn to accept all of you know, each other's flaws and be compassionate towards each other. I feel like being compassionate towards each other is very significant. You know, practicing compassion towards each other. I feel like that's really important for you guys. There could be just a lot of little things that have kind of added up to one big thing, if that makes sense. A lot of little flaws that add up to a big thing. But being compassionate towards each other, trying to be more understanding of each other, will kind of help you to not necessarily overlook those flaws, but just see things from the other person's perspective, and like be understanding of maybe why they do some of the things that they do, or you know, why they say some of the things they say, because it seems like you both, I feel like one person in particular here maybe has a lot of things that they need to heal from, that's caused them to be, you know, maybe a bit difficult, or caused them to make some bad, you know, some poor choices perhaps. But if you can hang in there, and if you can keep working with this person, and you know, doing the work to heal this relationship and really, really understand each other, I feel like it'll be worth it. I feel like it'll be so worth it in the end. I feel like you have so much to look forward to together, so much life to live together, so much happiness to experience together. And yeah, I feel like a lot of you, group 4, maybe just clicked on this wanting to see, you know, if the person I would describe sounds like this person that you've been involved with, because you're wondering, should I stick around or should I move on? And at the end of the day, the choice is yours, right? But yeah, I just feel like it would be worth it to stick it out, especially if you are trying to create a lifelong partnership with somebody. There's always going to be hard times, you know, and this may be the first really hard time that you've experienced with this person, and maybe that's kind of what's got you like questioning things. So yeah, group 4, your reading was a bit different than the others today, but I hope that's okay, and I hope that this resonated with you. I think I'm gonna leave it at that. Yeah, thank you so much for joining me today, group 4. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed the reading, please leave me a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already and you would like to. The link to my Etsy store is in the description if you're interested in booking a personal reading with me. Yeah, I think that's going to do it for today, guys. Thanks so much for joining me. I really appreciate it, and I hope I see you next time.